the importance of having strong ACCOs is so that, you know, the service delivery to our collective communities happens well. Because I guess, you know, the thing is it's not a competition with other ACCOs. It's about all of us more coming together, just like our community comes together and celebrates things like NAIDOC and other events. But it's like coming together and going, well, hey, what are you delivering? How can we help you? How can we work together to make this patch stronger? Because it's still all our patches, right? So, you know, where we can support other ACCOs and stuff, we'll be more than happy to sit down and have conversations. And, you know, even if we can, partner with other ACCOs, it's stronger together, right? You know.
Yeah, so I'm one of the newest board members at Karlup. And I think what really drew me to applying for this role was firstly the strategic plan. It just really spoke to me around the transparency that was communicated throughout that, and I guess the vision of Karlup, along with giving our community a voice. If you read our strategic plan, it's quite clear all the way through that it's not about us sitting up the top and making all the decisions. It's about consulting with community and what's needed and what do they think. And then I think in my day job, I'm a social worker and I work with young people who are leaving the care of the department.
Yeah, I guess I was in the background as Karlup was being formed, working for Indigo Junction, and it was, I guess, a great opportunity when I was asked to become a board director and be a part of the process. I don't mind, getting out there and helping. I'm out in the community, so I'm looking forward to be honest, some of these healing programs and stuff that are going to take shape because, the reality of it is our mob are really struggling, or some of us, and it's, I just enjoy trying to help them process and help our brother boys and ancestors at the end of the day.
Next question is to Jocelyn. What do you think has worked well in the establishment so far?
So I guess the diversity, the skill set, the expertise that we all bring, the knowledge. Most importantly, probably going to lean on John, but I've also got to acknowledge Patrick Smith. They listen. They never came into any board space, and I've got a lot of board experience in other spaces, and it's frustrating when you get wodglers, and wodglers is a word respectfully for the higher spaces of government, advisory. So, so I guess just wrap it up. It is the diversity, skills, experience, knowledge, expertise, whatever you want to call. I know, if I can, put my sort of, name to it, Karlup's going to be there and never turn anyone away. And I just actually heard in a passing conversation earlier that Karlup's respected culturally just for this space, and that says
Any journey like this would be filled with challenges. I'm sure there are many across many years. Can you tell us about one or two of those challenges?
Some of the, due to competing priorities such as cultural sort of obligations, community politics, community this. Everything's about the community when you're at ACCO because that's where we're coming from. We're coming from that space. So when we work towards development, it wasn't through some of their conversations, the directions that we have taken wouldn't have actually happened. So they are, a big part of the development of this place, even though they're not here now. You know, and we will see them, so they will know eventually. So, and then I guess the other one is knowing when you're ready. Like Sharon has said, perseverance is the key, I think, to development ACO. So without saying too much more, I'll pass you over to Alison.
Thank you. I'm just going to follow on from what you were saying then, Tony, and so
for decent and emotive and passionate conversations. So I wouldn't change that. But then also having a steady hand or a level head to how we approach things. So whether it's internally in the board, but also collectively out into the community, listening and then seeing what we have to do next. I guess if we're driven and directed by the collective, whether it's an elders group or men's group or women's group or just someone that needs a bit of support, I suppose. Yeah. And we've been lucky we've had Indigo and that on.
I've got a lot of experience, I guess, in governance and advisory. Like I said earlier, we were supported by Ron and Sharon, not sort of, I guess, toyed with. Black governance is a big problem, and we all know that. There was no stacking, no side discussions, no speed dialing, all those sorts of toxic, sort of unhealthy, governance practices. And I call it because it is, and I get it in other spaces. But all of us, there's a good complementary gender presence, and the fact that we John and I co-chair. When I can't attend, John, steps up easily. So we're agile. We're supported of each other. We're friendly. We have
joining Karlup and being a member.
Yeah, and that's right.
John,
that just works out actually.
why should people here today join up with Karlup? You've talked about it lots. Wrap it up for us.
I guess for me, if you want to make meaningful change or you have ideas and those sorts of mechanisms, we're here to help support that, basically. We're here to work with the community, we're here to be driven by community, and we just want the best for our community. So at the end of the day, get on board, be a member, tell us what to do, and we'll help guide, drive, support, and help the initiatives move forward, because at the end of the day, we still need to be directed by our members. It's all good in the world. It's not the world according to John Mogridge or anything like that. So, we're entrenched in our community as much as anyone else, but on the same token, get involved, get empowered, support us to support collective, that sort of stuff. So, it is important. Come and have a say. Tell us what to do. Not cheeky way, though.
Can we give the board a big round of applause and thank them for being brave and honest and sharing their learnings today?